Everybody, it's Eric here from my 525XL. It is Sunday, January the 10th. Just giving you an update on my tank. Last video I posted, I mentioned I was going to do a bunch of work on the tank and add some equipment, which I have done, plus added an extra piece of equipment, which I wasn't really planning on, but I'm not going to go through all that today. I'm just going to cover one piece of equipment that I changed out, and that is the power head. So I've moved over to the Aquaillumination Nero 5. Very small, compact, but powerful power head. Footprint, it's about 2¼ inches deep with the magnet on the back inside, maybe 3 inches wide for the power head itself. The dry side is just a strong magnet. Wet side has your motor with the propeller on it. Zero noise that I can tell. That I hear anyway. Obviously the motor's on the inside, so I don't know what the fish are hearing, but when I crank this up 100%, I'm not hearing anything unless I put my head right up to the glass. So extremely quiet. I was a little concerned about the power cord coming out of the tank and the lid. So as it works out, the cord itself is actually very, very thin and fits with a little bit of wiggle in between the rim of my tank and the lid that I put on both sides. So as I lift this up and down, it's not going to snag at all. It's not going to get caught. And I've tethered it down with the clamps that they provided, so I can remove my lid on and off without fiddling around with wires. And that was one of my main concerns. I just didn't want to have that hassle, especially if you have to open it up quickly for something. You can see a bit of a vortex happening there. So the modes, I'll talk a bit about the modes. It has constant, it has pulse, and random. What you're looking at right now is the pulse, so that's on 100%. So it's creating a pretty good wave within the tank. You can see the movement on the finger leather coral. You can see the movement on the green hairy tip mushroom. You can also see my porcelain crab there. He's decided to host in the mushroom. Green leather coral, you can see. So everything's flowing quite nicely, and on this side too, so you can see at the top, and it's getting down to the bottom too, which is good. So the flow is really good, very powerful for the footprint of this power head, I find. No issue setting it up. So here's a couple of screenshots of the My AI app. Very easy to set up the units. So it's Bluetooth. It detects within a couple of seconds. If you have two of them, you can set one up as parent and child, which I have done, which is what I had with the Ecotech as well, master-slave idea. And then you can program your flow. So you just drag and drop into the line, set your times that you want it. Pulse, you can set the what do you call it? The time between each pulse, so you want to keep that short if you have wave going. Random, you can set up random speeds for the pumps as well, so kind of like a reef crest, I guess. And then constant, I have constant running through the early hours of the morning or late hours of the night. So really easy to set up the app. As again, plug and play, detects right away, piece of cake. So I have one Nero 5 on one side, and I have another one on the other side. So one's master, one is slave. And again, this side too, my cable is not interfering with the lid, so I'm able to pull that off really easily. Piece of cake. I don't know if I mentioned, these are rated at 3,000 gallons per hour, and the footprint is really compact. Depth with the magnet on is 2¼ inches, and the width is about 3 inches. It does now come with this I don't know what you call it, like a protective screen. It's a separate piece that just fits on, and that stops your inverts or fish from getting stuck there. The other thing that's cool is on the inside of this, the magnet goes on the inside of the pump, is actually concave, so you can actually angle up to about 15 degrees. You can angle the pumps either up or down or sideways. I notice a little bit more restriction with that protective screen on. But nevertheless, you can still angle the pumps a little bit. So this one I've actually angled to the left a bit to avoid the intake there and get some flow going. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Something you don't get on on the Ecotex. They're static in place. So for me, the benefits are quite a few. Smaller, compact design, easy to set up. From a wire management perspective, the wires are pretty thin, which is not important to a lot of people, but I'm a bit of a cable management freak. The controller is actually up here. I just taped it up for now because I want it out of the way, but a lot smaller than the bigger boxes on the Neros, where you have the dials to control. So you could control this speed just by pushing the button. I think it increments 20% every time you push it. You can also activate feed mode from there, or you can do it from the app itself. So you'll tap the feed mode, it'll go into feed mode for 10 minutes and then go back to its regular schedule. So that's it in a nutshell. Really quick update on those Nero 5 pumps. I'm happy with them. I think they're going to stay, so I'll probably put my I'll put my MP40s up for sale. I'm in the GTA area, Toronto, Ontario. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I've got 3 of them. One's an older model, still MP40, still wireless. The other 2 are a little newer, but nevertheless, I think that I'm going to put them all up for sale, and I'll just keep these Neros. So that's it for today, January 10th. Everything's looking good. My allergy seems to be under control for now. Every time I say that, it comes back, but we'll see. I'll review some of the other stuff I put in the sump in later videos, some new equipment that I've put in there, and I'll just show you what I've done with in terms of cleaning up that right hand side of the cabinet and where I put that equipment. It's gone in behind the fish room, or furnace room / fish room. Anyway, that's it for my update today. I hope everyone is having a great 2021. Looking forward to improvements on our current lifestyle. Maybe by summer we'll see some big changes come back and get back to some sort of normal life. Anyway, if anyone has any questions on the Nero 5 pumps at all, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Any general comments, feel free as well. Until we chat again, happy reefing.